'tis the season for Finding Mr. Christmas.
It is.
Season 2. Robbie, okay, first I gotta start with you. This has gotta mean so much to you because to have someone like Jonathan Bennett, the king of Christmas and Hallmark, kind of be a part of guiding you in this competition, what does that mean for you?
It's a total dream. I have been a fan of Jonathan forever. Like most of America, it started with a little bit of a crush on Mean Girls. But then it developed from there into an admiration. Everything Jonathan is doing in his business, producing, hosting, directing. I do that back in New York with theater, and so to get to learn from him the best, it's just a dream come true, and it's developed into a friendship, and I'm so grateful.
I'm so grateful. I don't know if I'm the best, but I think you're the reason that I do what I do, because it's like opening those doors with GLAAD. You know, GLAAD and I are partners, have been working together. I'm one of the ambassadors for GLAAD, and it's like opening those doors so that way the Robbies of the world can walk through them. You know, that's what we're doing. And so, you know, it's such a cool thing to open that door and then have someone like him, you know, be the person being like, oh, now we can do this, let's go, you know?
Robbie, you know, I love that Jonathan has been so committed to making anything that he does on Hallmark inclusive for the community. This show is no different than that. What has it been like for you to be a part of this and to kind of just to get to share, you know, that part of your life as well, all while trying to become the next leading Hallmark man?
It's so important. I mean, I grew up watching these movies. I grew up with my mom on the couch with the Coco watching these Christmas movies. And that was even before I came out to her. So being able to think about a young Robbie or anyone sitting and watching this TV show or any of the films that Jonathan is making at Hallmark, it opens the door. It starts those conversations. And I think why I love Hallmark is it starts it in a funny, accessible, wonderful way that starts those conversations. And so being able to share my story, the fact that I can inspire conversation, open minds to someone who really needs it at that moment, that's why I'm here. That's why I love to tell stories.
And that's what, you know, that's why these guys are so courageous, Anthony. Our contestants that go on this show it is a vulnerable, scary world to be an actor. To go and be an actor and audition and do that whole thing, the whole world of acting is so vulnerable and scary. But to say, I'm gonna do it in front of 70 million people on live television, I'm gonna go show them my journey, all my mess ups, all my screw ups, that shows the human side of them, right? That we're all human and they're all trying to make it. We're all trying to make it in this business. And so like, I just have to commend them for not only doing it and being courageous, but also for him to be able to tell his true story of himself and like who he is on the show so America can see it. And Robbie will change hearts and minds by people seeing how likable and lovable and amazing he is. He will change hearts and minds for the people that watch.
And being able to just inspire one person or help one person, it makes it all worth it. It makes all the challenges and all the fun stuff that we go through on the show totally worth it.
Challenges.
Robbie, you know, this show is about acting, it's about a look, it's about charm, charisma, all of those things. What's the best piece of advice that Jonathan has given you along the way to kind of do well in this competition?
This will be good.
Absolutely. And it was a big thing that I learned while filming the show is that yes, it takes acting chops. You really have to have talent and to be able to break down those scenes. But being a Hallmark leading man is so much more about that. It's about who you are as a human being, but also bringing that to the photo shoots, bringing that to the interviews, to the red carpets, and also just being a great person on the set as well. So it's really a 365-degree view of what it means to be a Hallmark man, and also looking at him while he's doing it, he's practicing what he preaches. It's just the best education you can get.
Jonathan, you know, this show, you know, season 2, we loved it last season, but also, you know, you have made history, first gay wedding on Hallmark as well.
GLAAD award winning!
GLAAD Media Award winning. What has it been like to see the response to that, I think, from people who are in the community, but also, like you said, you know, the other people that are discovering this now, that maybe just because they love Hallmark?
Hallmark is where we tell love stories. It is the biggest platform in the world for telling love stories. And to make sure that love stories are being told on this platform is so important, because this is who everyone turns to see what love stories look like, right? Your fantasy love story come to life. And so having this platform and being able to tell these stories is absolutely crucial. But what I've noticed, if I'm being honest, when the first same-sex gay kiss we did in a Hallmark Christmas movie was The Christmas House in 2020. And the reaction from the fans were, you know, there was a lot of excitement, but then there was some like, oh, I've never thought, I didn't know I was gonna see this, blah, blah, blah. And to watch over the last 5 years, as we keep telling these stories, and we keep telling the queer stories in the way that we tell all Hallmark stories, so they can see the humanity and the love behind the love, that those messages and those reactions have quieted. They've almost become extinct because we've been able to say, hey, look, our love looks just like yours, and so people are now just going, oh yeah, okay, that's just a love story. It just happens to be two dudes. And that was my goal, like to watch the voices shrink to the negative chatter to shrink to almost non-existent.
That is what it's all about. Well,
Yeah.
I'm so excited for this next season. Congrats.
Thank
nice
you.
to meet you. Congrats. I'll see you soon. Happy holidays.
This might be
you.
Mr. Christmas. You never know.
There you
This
go.
could be your next Mr. Christmas.
I already feel like it.
You are. You're a winner already.
Hey!